whatchamacallit, reward.
So how do I know what I have on my person,
If
and
you
how
look
do I
if you
how
look at
do I
your
know
person,
what I'm going to die with and lose, essentially?
everything on your person, if you are outside of an armistice zone, you die and lose.
Okay.
If you're in an armistice zone and you die, it just goes to the local inventory. So all the stuff that you have on you is kind of worthless. So I wouldn't worry about it. To see what, yep, exactly, you figured it out.
Okay.
Hold right click and just move around.
Okay, so I just have the pistol, the pen, and this undersuit.
Yep. So we're about to get you
Okay.
similar armor to me. So
Alright, badass.
this is Cubby Blast. These are on every planet. They sell, or not every planet, but like some. And then they're also in some space stations. So it sells, as you can see, guns,
Yes.
and then they sell armor as well too, and hacking devices to get rid of crime stat, medicine, stuff like that. So when you walk in, these two terminals right here, I don't know if you're inside or not. You're just
I
walking into
am.
a wall. Okay. These two terminals are how you buy stuff. So you're going to walk up, hold F, and click
Uh-huh.
use.
I'm using.
Now, to get the chat off of your screen so you can see a little bit better, go ahead
Yeah.
and hit F12. And that turns chat off. So there's a
Alright,
few
hell
things that
yeah.
you can do. You see choose destination. So whenever
Mhm.
you buy something, it is going to pop into area 18. You can also do it into your ships as well too, but I don't recommend doing that.
I
So you're
didn't
going
know
to
I
do
had an Aurora MR.
it's part of the free flight. Everyone gets one
Oh,
right
okay.
now, so you can just ignore that.
Okay.
So you can search by category and subcategory, or you can also search by name. So the C54, that's a good gun. That's the gun I'm gonna recommend you purchase. So you can either do quick buy or you can click on it and buy multiple. So yep, so that'll just quick buy it. But now if
Okay.
so what we're gonna do is you're gonna get rid of all of the filters. You're just gonna click on the category and do a blank space. Now, do you see how it says C54 magazine? You're
Yeah.
gonna click on it, but don't click quick buy. So click on the magazine, click buy, and now you can select how many you want to buy. So you're gonna buy 100,
Oh.
or you can type in 100. You don't have
Oh,
to
that'd be very
manually
much
click.
convenient.
It's kind of a pain in the ass. Um,
Oh.
Even if you buy
Oh.
1,000, it's still fine. Yeah, that
It puts in a 0 for me.
yeah, that's why I'm saying it's kind of a pain in the ass when typing it. So now you have enough ammo that you don't gotta worry, and it's the ammo's cheap. So now what
Cool.
you can do is you can find an undersuit that you like, armor that you like, etc. And then we'll go through once you find stuff that you want to wear. Um, and then I'll show you how to customize your weapon and how to get customizations for it. So I'm going to put
Hell yeah.
a reflex sight and a silencer on that gun. So when you hover over the armors and stuff, it'll tell you if it's light, medium, or heavy. Light armor can only take light backpacks. Medium armor can take medium and light backpacks. Heavy armor can take all types of backpacks, so heavy, medium, and light. The different size backpacks determine how much you can carry. Same thing with legs and chest pieces. So light chest pieces, you only can carry 4 magazines. Light legs, you only can carry 2 to 3 medicine pens. Medium, you can carry a bit more. Heavy, you can carry a bit more, so on and so forth. If you have heavy armor, as you run around, you get fatigued faster than you would with light armor. So just keep that stuff in mind when you're looking at stuff. The Orc MX10 and MX5 stuff is nice, and they I believe have all matching sets here. The stuff that you saw, that guy that you said looked like a Chad, the stuff he had, it was either the Singularity or the Coalfire. So if you scroll up a little bit, it was one of those two things right there that you just saw. So scroll down. I think he had the Singularity armor. So scroll up one more row up. It was one of those two. I think it was the Singularity that guy had that you said looked like a Chad, the stuff on the
Hell
left.
yeah.
So if you do want that, you can literally go to search and type in Singularity, and it'll show every single piece of Singularity armor.
So I had to buy the pieces individually, it's looking
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you find a set you like, what you can do too is you can buy like 5 to 10 pieces at a time and stock up.
Tight.
but it
I
also
want to go
clutters up your
blue.
inventory.
The blue is sick.
Yeah, the
It's
ADP is
heavy
heavy.
armor though.
Yeah, just keep that in mind. If you want to go blue though, don't let that stop you,
That looks so sick.
because you're just learning stuff right now. So
Yeah. I want to match though too.
yeah, the
Uh,
ADP stuff, they might have everything there. So if you go up to the search and you want to see what the rest of the blue set looks like, or to the right, yep, type in ADP, and then it will show you all of the ADP armor, and then you can scroll through and just make sure that blue exists. Because if you just search blue, like ADP blue, it won't show you everything. So there's blue arms, blue
gotcha. You kind of
chest.
have to.
Yep. If you keep scrolling, it'll show you legs next. There's blue legs. Cool.
I
So
just
you
need the
got
helmet.
everything. They don't have an ADP helmet. What you're going to look for that matches the ADP set is called the HCH Baylor. So if you type in HCH, it'll pop up right away. And then they have the blue helmet. So if you want to go all blue, you can.
Badass.
What I personally would recommend is a black undersuit. Hi,
I think
Princess.
I'm wearing a kind of one right now.
Yeah, the one that you're wearing right now, you can keep if you want. So if you wanted to go through
Yeah.
and buy all of the blue pieces, you can start doing that. You can hit quick buy on them.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Why not, man? I'll get the heavy stuff.
And
And
then
then
if you type,
ADP.
yep, ADP. Yeah, mom's making you a bottle right now. And it's cool too, because if you do the quick buy option, it kind of like puts you back to where you were instead of like forcing you to go all the way back. Because if you click on the
Yeah.
buy interface, it pops you back through uh, a bunch of stuff. So now you just need the legs, I think.
Yep.
Finding a lot of rocks out here on this fucking moon.
Dude, badass. I need a
So,
backpack.
yep. So now if you scroll down to
Is it
backpacks,
mist?
no. So click on the empty slot at the very top, and then the subcategory. Yep, subcategory. Click on that, and then there it should say backpacks.
Backpack.
Is there an ADP backpack
No,
or?
no, there's
Okay.
not. The closest thing that there's gonna be, um,
I'm
they're
looking
not
at.
gonna sell. They're not gonna sell anything that really matches here. I have a backpack that I can give you though. I'll drop it on the ground in here once you equip your armor if you want.
Yeah.
So press I, and now what you're gonna do, click armor, and then just you can either drag or you can double click the armor pieces.
Oh, dude, I look like a hoss.
All right, so I'm gonna drop you a backpack. Give me a second to find it because I have a fuck ton of shit in my inventory. All right, it should be on the ground. If you hold F, it'll allow you to grab it or equip it. Hell yeah, that actually kind of matches. I'm really surprised. If
How
you
do I
hit
zoom
F,
out? Oh, there
if
we
you
go.
hit F4, yep. Or actually, leave that menu that you're in. Hit I, and then hit F4.
Oh, word.
And then if you hold F4 and scroll wheel, you can zoom out more. And then if you hit F4 again, it will go into a different camera angle. So you can set up two different camera angles. So hit F4 again, and it'll actually let you full rotate around your person. Hit F4 one more time.
No,
Okay, so
I got this.
hold Z in this mode.
Oh,
There you
hell
go.
yeah.
Sorry, there's like so many different camera controls and stuff.
Nah, you got it, man.
You have to turn a little bit because this thing's in the way.
Yeah, we don't need mom dropping you again.
I didn't drop her.
So now that we've got your armor and stuff, they have different armor on display here, so you can see what some of the stuff looks like. Like here's the ADP and the Baylor stuff. This is the Orc MX stuff, so on and so forth. And then the
Yeah.
PAB.
This
Now,
is 8DP, right?
yeah, you're an ADP.
Yeah, this shit's
It's
cool as fuck.
yeah, it's cool as shit. It's the normal armor that I normally wear, but I'm trying to match my armor to my ship
Hell yeah.
right now because normally I wear like medic armor, but I'm trying to do some bad shit with you. So
Hell yeah.
this gun right here that I'm highlighting with the flashlight, that's the gun I had you buy. So
Cool.
now what we're gonna do is have you buy attachments for it. So we're gonna come back to the terminal. So you've already bought ammo. You've already bought the gun. So now you're gonna go to the search, and okay, you see how it says Arrow backpack? It's gonna try and
Yeah,
put
that'd be on
items
me.
into your backpack. Yep. So you're gonna select that, and you're gonna do Area 18. The choose
Oh, okay.
destination. Yep. So you're gonna choose Area 18. Now you're gonna go to the search, and you're gonna type in reflex, and you're just gonna click quick buy, and then you're gonna go back.
Silencer too.
Yep. You're gonna type in SUP. So now you see how there's 1 and 2. So guns
Yep.
take different sizes. That gun I know because I primarily use it is a size 1. So on the size 1, you're gonna do quick buy. Now
Hell
just
yeah.
walk. You can walk backwards and it'll bring you out of the terminal. Now you're gonna hit
Okay.
I,
Holy
and then
shit.
the
This is
in
cool.
yeah, the inventory system just right now because of the free fly going on, the servers like run like hot garbage. So the game usually runs better and faster than this. Now you're gonna click weapons, and you're gonna double click on your gun, or you can drag it. It's however you want to do it. If you double
Oh
click on
god,
your
where'd
gun,
it go?
so click sort.
Oh god.
Now it's back. So you can drag it, or you can double click on it, whatever you want to do.
There we go.
So now, it's gone through and equipped it. So now if you double click on the site, you can either drag it or double click and it'll automatically put it on the whatever the first gun is and it'll go in order. So now for some reason the suppressor's not showing up. So you see in the bottom corner of area 18 how there's that arrow, like all the way down. All the way down. Click that. So now you see how the suppressor showed back up. So now double click it.
Yep.
Boom, now it's there. This is the cool part. Go click on the ammo tab. Or actually hover over the gun really quick after you click on the ammo tab. You see how it tells you how it says barrel S1, optics S1, underbarrel S1.
Yes, this is a size 1 weapon pretty much.
Yep. So it'll straight up tell you exactly what you need to buy for it if you hover over it. So now you have all of those magazines. What you're gonna do, if you double click on the magazines, it will put them onto your person, or you can drag to your person. So like I said, heavy armor allows you to equip the most. So now, instead of double clicking, hold that whole stack and drag it. Now,
To
do you
where?
see? Do you see in the corner over the thing how there's like the green areas?
Oh shit.
So you can actually put them where you want on your body, or you can do a grenade, 4 magazines, a chemical quick flare. You can do a bunch of different shit.
That's
So if
so cool.
what you can do to get a better view, put the stuff back in area 18, and then right click to move your person around real fast. And now click in the area 18 thing. Just click in there and it'll unhighlight your gun. Or at least it should. If it's not, just click on something or double press I. There you go. Okay. So now drag the ammo back. Drag it back.
What, like this to my person?
Yeah. So now it'll let you see your open slots a little easier.
Yeah.
And then you just let go. Just like hover over like 5, 6, and 7 or whatever the numbers
Oh,
were.
shit.
So go over 6, let go, and now slot 6 has something. And then you could do it
That's
for 7 and
badass.
8. So yeah, if you wanted to like specifically have stuff in specific spots.
Do I
So you
still
can-
have access to that pen?
Yeah, you do.
Alright, cool.
So the pens always go on your
Yeah,
pants.
I'm gonna let it fly.
Pens go on your pants, ammo goes on your chest. So now,
Oh, yeah.
hypothetically, let's say you wanted to carry more ammo with you. Right click on that stack. Now go down to split and click over to 2. And now click on the word split. Now it's taken 2 out of that stack, and you can just drag it over to your, like, the far left. You can put it in your backpack, your chest piece armor, or your leg armor. And it'll tell you how much room in each thing it's going to take up. So normally I put ammo in my core armor compartment.
I got a lot of ammo, man.
Yeah, you'll go through it quick when you're learning. So now we're gonna do something cool. I'm gonna have you buy some medicine pens.
Okay.
So you're gonna go back to your terminal, and also too, you see how in your inventory there was the 2 and the 3.
Yeah.
You can drag them on top of each other, and sometimes they'll recombine. If you loot ammo though, sometimes it won't combine. So just keep that in mind. And actually, I noticed you have some wonky settings. Hit escape. Go to options.
Here, let me get out of this.
God, I shot a
There we go.
gem across the planet.
Go to graphics. What you're going to do now is you're going to turn volumetric clouds. Go up. No, it's all the way, like, scroll up. You see the planet volumetric clouds?
Yeah.
Turn that off. The clouds look like shit, and all they do is make you lag. You're going to turn your field of view all the way up to 100. You're going to turn motion blur off. V-sync off. Yes. Chromatic abbreviation, put to 0. Film grain off. Scroll all the way up now. Gamma, set to 45. Contrast, set to 55. Go to game settings. Top left. You are going to now set show game hints. Actually, leave that on. Leave game hints on. Scroll down slowly. We're looking for something that says ship defaults to keep scrolling and I'll tell you when I see it. What it does is when you're near other things.
Proximity assist?
Yeah. So at the very bottom right there, you see proximity assist. When you're close to anything, whether you're in a hangar, near an asteroid, near anything, what it does is it slows your ship down and limits your throttle. Turn that off, and the ships won't fly like shit.
Wait,
Space
flight setting up there at the top.
Space brake engages boost. Turn that on. So when you slow down, it uses your thrusters to help you also slow down instead of just like stopping your engines. What was uptide?
The proximity assist, isn't that in the flight settings near the
No,
top of the game settings?
There's one in actual game settings.
Yeah, it's flight dash proximity assist default on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just had them turn that off.
So I hear setting changes, and I'm always up to change my settings. So I'm here to.
Yeah, if you turn that off, your ships might fly better if you have it on Tide. I'm not sure if you do. The rest of the stuff you can leave as is. The one thing that you want to look for, so stop right there. You see where it says vehicles targeting PIP reticle? You see how it says lead? When you go to shoot ships, there's gonna be a reticle in front of the ship, and what it's gonna do is you're aiming in front of the ship. Now, if you click the next arrow, what it's gonna do is it's gonna lag behind the ship. So it'll actually show you where you're shooting instead of the computer system saying, "Hey, shoot here to hit." The lag pip is saying, "Hey, you are going to hit here." Yeah. I personally use lag, but it's however you want to do it.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep it on lead for now.
Yep. I have a question.
Yep.
I haven't been able to find it. Where's the fucking setting to keep your camera from zooming in on your target?
I think it's pilot look ahead enabled, which is the setting he's looking at right now. I think that's what it is, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'm curious, and I'm gonna turn it off because it annoys the ever living fucking shit out of me.
Yeah, it annoys me too, but I have my field of view zoomed all the way out, and I have a huge monitor, so it sometimes actually helps me.
So I have the
Um,
field of view out. I don't have a very big monitor, but when it zooms in, it zooms me in as close to the fucking glass as it can, so I can't see
Yeah.
any fucking system.
So Harstead, one thing too you're gonna do, you're gonna go to comms, FOIP, and head tracking on the far right. You're gonna scroll down, or don't scroll. You see faceware, enable FOIP facial tracking. Turn that off because it tanks like 5 to 10 frames.
Heard.
So now what you're gonna do is you're going to go to key bindings, and you're gonna go to advanced controls customization. So now you're gonna go to flight movement at the top, right there. Scroll down a little bit. Keep scrolling. It'll be at the very bottom of this menu. It'll say N for auto land. So request landing, you're going to click on that. So instead of having to go through the comms menus in your ship's screens, so double click on request landing. Now click N on your keyboard.
N?
Yep. Click yes. And now you're going to click on that option again. Just click once on request landing. Now you're going to click Y. And what that's going to do, you're going to, when you double tap N, it will automatically call air traffic control and let you
Hell
land
yeah.
or take off. So instead of, I'll show you how to do it too. Instead of going through like 8 different menus, you just double tap N, then you'll hear that you're allowed to leave, and then you press N to raise your landing gear up. So it's boom, very quick, straight to the point.
Hell yeah.
Another thing, how many buttons do you have on the side of your mouse?
2.
Okay, I'm going to send you a Snapchat. This is personally how I set it up, but you might not like this. You probably don't want to see my face.
I do though.
All right, so the first button right here, I have this set to unlock the flight speed limiter, and then I have the button back here set for voice comms. I'm going to send you a Snapchat with audio, Harstad, if you want to listen to it real quick.
Oh, of course.
So it's literally what I just said, but
Yes.
it'll make sense if you watch it.
Oh, the push to talk, pretty much.
Yeah, instead of,
Yeah.
because he doesn't have a numeric keypad, because me and him have the same laptop.
Yeah, I have mine set proximity and then just the regular. I wish it was just a party chat. But
So
Yeah.
it was the limiter?
The limiter is the furthest one, the very front one, and then the button
Yes.
closest to your, like, where your thumb rests, that is voice chat. So
There's
if you
a
do,
lot of speed limiter options on here.
yep. So reset to SCM. What that does, speed limiter reset to SCM. That's the safe speed that you can fly without losing control of your ship. So double click that and click that front button, and then there is going to be speed limiter on off. You're also
Yeah.
going to set that one to button 5. So what it's going to do is when you're using your speed limiter, if you double tap the mouse button 5, it'll reset it to the SCM speed. When you tap it once, it will reset to the SCM speed, but it turns the speed limiter off.
Okay.
It sounds confusing now, but it'll make sense once I have you start flying.
Hell yeah.
Now what you're going to do is scroll all the way up, and you're going to collapse this category. Or uncollapse it. You're going to scroll all the way down now. You see where it says the third option from the bottom, VoIP, Face OIP, and tracking. So now you're going to scroll down. You're going to see where it says VoIP push to talk. Double click on that. And then click the mouse button back.
I'm gonna interject here on this. This rock is really cool.
Hell yeah.
Like just the
Yeah, I
driving
can hear
around.
you.
So that's what it sounds like when you talk in game while holding
Sounds
that
pretty
button.
good.
Yep.
Sounds like you're talking over comms.
Yeah.
Like an actual like comm system, which is one of the coolest aspects that drew me to Elite Dangerous, if you ever played it.
I have.
Harstad's big Elite Dangerous.
Yeah, when you're in a wing and you're talking, it
Yup.
sounds like you're talking over a fucking microphone in the ship.
It was the coolest shit, man. I was flying a vulture quite often.
Oh, yeah.
And there was like a wing of 2 or 3 of us. Usually 2, but every once in a while we'd get a third in there. We had who's in my wing? It was a vulture, a viper, and the cobra.
Ooh. Wait, which
He had a
Cobra?
Cobra Mark IV. It was
Oh.
Arstead, exit out of the menu really quick and look at what I'm doing.
I love the
thanks.
Mark IV.
Yeah, the Mark IV was sick.
Oh, that was my favorite. I stopped playing after a while because it got hard to fly, and I
Yeah.
Do you like,
Huh?
do you like this helmet over yours?
No.
Okay. I was
I
gonna
like
say
the
that.
open visor and shit.
Got it. Because I got a bunch of helmets and stuff.
I'm a closed visor kind of person. I gave my guy in here a personality.
Hell yeah.
I mean it's a role playing game, so why not?
Oh, that's nice. I'd wear that one.
Come on.
Oh, you got a little foot crawling out of there. Oh no, it's just a tentacle. Oh, dude, it's a hentai helmet. Oh yeah.
The sun is making it so hard to see my display in this rock.
Warning.
Nope.
Power critical.
Locked up when I put that helmet on and tried to alt tab back in.
Power critical. Extraction mode.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to restart and I'm just gonna rejoin you.
Okay.
I never shut my computer down, so it's probably why it's freaking out, because I have also 16 Chrome tabs open.
Nice.
The IAE event. Gotta keep them open.
Well, no, it's not even that. I'm making a new website for the organization, so I have a bunch going on with that. And I haven't worked on it in a couple days, so I just leave the tabs open so I remember what I'm doing.
Yeah. Dude, this extraction mode is so cool.
Yeah, it's very nice. Harstad, I think, is gonna like mining.
Fracturing mode.
I'm currently with what I'm with the rock.
On.
It's nice. I'm
Fracturing
actually
mode
enjoying it.
on.
It gets kind of frustrating flying around and trying to find the fucking gems. But
Your mode. Do you know about hitting the comma and the period button to turn your scanning in?
huh?
Okay, yeah. This is gonna be a crash course for later. I was gonna show you this, but Harstad got on. I'll show you that in a little bit. It'll make it so much easier.
You said a comma button?
Yeah, the comma and the
Okay.
period button, instead of scanning at 360, what it'll do is it'll scan at 180, 90, 25, and 10 degrees in front of you, or 1 degree in front of you.
Huh. Okay. I have to change a button on Discord then.
Yeah, it makes it really easy for
My comma
for
key is
stuff.
my mute and deafen, so when I'm streaming, I can hit mute.
Oh
and
yeah,
deafen
just
when
mute
I'm
real quick.
Well, I do deafen too because I can't hear myself talk.
Yeah.
And I make sure they can hear me because I can't hear what the fucking shit.
You were
sounds like.
doing that when we were breaking in a prison, right?
Yeah, I had because I had a guy talking to me and I had to keep muting.
Right. While the game reloads, I really have to pee. I'll be right back.
Okay, go pee.
I'll try not to pass out.
Why would you?
Okay, I'll tell him.
Okay, I'll be right back.
So we have another guy in our medical org. He texted me yesterday. A little chit chat. You know, I'm not one to shy from, regular chit chat. And he was talking to me, and he like trauma dumped on me for like a quick second. Like he's like, "Oh, I'm just not feeling myself. My brain's not in the right place." But he started the whole thing with, he asked me how I was, I told him, asked him. He's like, I just came damn close to passing out at the gym.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that sounds pretty fun. He's like, it would have been if I hadn't been on the toilet and nearly blacked out.
Holy shit.
I'm like, first off, who the fuck starts a conversation like that with a random person on the internet? Like, I don't know the guy personally. I play this game with him every now and then. I don't know him that well. Like how I know Patrick more than I know this guy.
Word.
And then he starts trauma dumping on me. And then asked me in his trauma dump, have you ever played Ground Branch?
Huh.
And I was like, no. He was like, oh, bummer. And he said, bye.
Oh, what?
I was like, what the fuck? That was the weirdest way to ask someone if they've played a game.
Ground Branch. I've seen gameplay of that one, but I haven't played it either.
I've never heard of it.
That's a smaller one. It's a small game still being developed.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of it, and fuck Patrick in the background.
Hell yeah. No, I've been playing games with Patrick since. Hold up. Do I still have Steam open?
I'd rather just not have.
He was an admin on a Rust server, and I joined like brand new.
Mm-hmm.
And he
You look at it that way.
he literally like he turned on like no clip or whatever, and he starts flying around the server, and he like gives me like my first gun, and I was
Oh,
like,
nice.
oh, this guy's pretty cool. And I've been playing video games with him since. I'll tell you.
I've had a friend I play games with for years now. I met him in a YouTube comment on a video I posted about a game he had started playing that I made some videos on. And ever since then, it was like 8 years ago, somewhere in there.
That's almost kind of how me and Harstad met.
Yeah, I'm looking back to my first Rust screenshot so I can tell him how long we've been gaming.
What's up, Selena? Yeah, sure. I'll just put on some pants.
Sitting around pantsless.
I'm not gonna be a orange Tatanka, unless you really want to know. Oh, yo, crash recovery literally put me back in front of you, Harstad.
Oh yeah.
What about Tonka?
No, I was gonna say I don't want to give you too much information, like Tonka.
I got it. I'm glad I'm not the only one that found that a weird interaction with someone on the internet.
Especially too if it was like, yo, you want to come play a game with me? I'm about to pass out on the toilet at the gym. Like, what?
Like pretty much. Like if I had like talked to you for like the last like year and a half, I could see that. If we like play on a regular basis, I haven't played with him in a while, or hell, even talked to him since my officer test. That is just the weirdest fucking thing to do. One thing I gotta get used to is making sure that these rocks don't blow the gems fucking across the planet.
Pat, it's been about 6 years already, buddy.
What date do you have? 2016 or 2017?
2016.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Sounds
cool,
about
man.
right.
So I
Oh,
have
there
a
you are.
question,
Hello.
and I know this is gonna be is there a way to make sure these gems don't get like shot across the planet when
Nope.
the rock? Nope. Okay. So it's not me. It's just the game because
Yes.
I have the first rock I broke over here, which I'm doing Dolvin.
Dolivine, yeah.
Yeah, I know it's not the most expensive, but there's 9 fucking rocks here of it. So
I mean, it's training. That's how I look at it whenever
Yeah.
I haven't mined in a while.
fucking I blew the rock up, right? And I had a bunch of them, and I looked over in the distance, and there's one in the fucking sky,
Oh, man.
just sailing away. I was like, what the fuck?
So, one thing you're going to buy, Harstad, you're going to go back to this menu, and we're going to buy medicine now. So you are going to type in, just type in MedPen. Make sure it's area 18 is selected.
Okay.
You're going to buy 100. And if you need money, let me know. Like I said, I have a lot.
I don't.
You actually not have money?
I got like 1 million. That's about it.
If you need some, let me know.
I have 101 med pens.
Cool. Now, what you're also going to type in, what you're going to look up, there's a few more things. Type in
Okay.
Tiger's Claw. This is a
Okay.
hacking chip. So if you get like a criminal stat, this at certain places will allow you to hack the crimes away without going to prison and serving a sentence.
Should I buy like 20 of those?
Yeah, just put 20 into your inventory. And then just what I would do is click split and bring 2 with you. Just because sometimes they glitch out.
Alright, man, see it. Alright.
So now just once you have 2 brought with you, you're going to type in gray cat, or type in pyro, Pyro, and it should have something that pops up that says multi-tool, correct?
Yep.
So you're gonna buy one of those.
Just one?
Mm-hmm. And then
Okay.
do you see the gravity beam attachment? It's true hold tractor beam attachment. Do you see that?
No, I don't.
Okay, so now clear out the Pyro RYT and type in true hold, and it's an all yellow attachment.
Extraction mode on.
Do you
True
see it
hold
by
tractor
chance?
beam.
Yep.
Quick buy?
Yep. Just buy one of those. So now what that does, you have a tractor beam that you can bring with you.
Okay, I put these things in my backpack on accident, so I'll
That's-
drag it over
that's
to
fine.
Area 18.
No. Keep them in your backpack because you're going to be equipping them.
Oh, okay.
So you can double click on the tractor beam, and what it'll do is it'll slap it on your leg.
Extraction mode on.
Hold on, I'm splitting two of the tiger's claws real quick,
Yeah, no rush.
and then I'm gonna put that in my leg. Why not? There we go.
Was today Aegis' day at
Yep.
okay.
So
They
what are we
don't have
doing now?
anything new.
Backpack?
Yeah, so now you're going to double click on the tractor beam tool,
Okay.
and it'll slap it down at the side of your leg. So you equipped a pistol. Or no, that pistol was already equipped.
Yeah.
So double click on the true hold tractor beam, or yeah, the Pyro RYT tool. It'll slap that bad boy on your leg. Yep. And now you're gonna drag the attachment, the true hold tractor beam attachment, and you'll see like a circle on the grav gun.
Yep.
And you're gonna drag and drop it to that circle. And now in your
Looks earthy
inventory,
now.
yep, in your inventory you'll have a Pyro RYT multi-tool battery. You can drop that right to the ground.
It's useless.
I do not see it.
Okay, then ignore it then. It's probably in your inventory or it just disappeared. So now what you're gonna do is in your inventory you're gonna click on utility, and then you're gonna click the sort button.
I see the med pens. If that's
Yep.
what
So now you're gonna click on med pens until you can fit 4 on your pants leg. So you have 1 already on there. Yep. Keep going.
Yep.
Keep going.
I
Keep going.
spammed it all.
Yep,
Okay. So
double
now
click.
exit out of the menu.
Oh my god.
Cool. So now you're equipped. There's one more thing that we have to go by. So this is a full loadout. So once you get the hang of it, once you die a few times, and you get your like armor of choice, then you'll know how to buy and restock yourself quickly.
So this is the standard loadout right here.
Pretty much, yep.
Cool, man.
So if you follow me, now we're gonna go to the hospital, but I'm gonna walk slow
Okay.
so you can kind of take stuff in. So I'm gonna
Oh, it's
walk. I'm not
daytime
gonna
now.
sprint. Yep. So there's full day-night cycles on everything, and then there's also weather conditions. So you can land on a moon, and if you don't do the proper procedures on your spaceship can blow away.
It took me forever to figure that one out
Yeah.
because every time I get to go do a bunker, and I was playing by myself. I didn't have no one to teach me. I would land, and I'd just turn the whole ship off, and I'd get out, and then I'd watch my ship just float away into the distance. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, that's a badass photo right there of the cyclone.
Yep. We're gonna be driving one of those a little bit later, except it's gonna
hell
have
yeah.
it's gonna have a missile launcher on the back.
Ooh, you guys can come see me while I mine. Show them the mining if you wanted to.
Yeah, we can. Okay, so this is the main hub or lobby of Area 18. So Area 18 is the capital of the planet Arccord. So if you look up here, you see how it says Zone 1? There's,
Zone 1, where?
if you look at me and look where I'm looking.
Oh, okay.
So there's different zones. Zone 1 is where you spawn and where the shops are.
Warning.
Some of the zones have like a ship dealership, and other stuff like that. So in this building, there is a few different things. There's something called center mass, which is for ship weapons. And then there is the Million Mile High Club. If you recruit 1,042 people into the game, you get access to that club.
Holy shit.
It's just a hidden bar that only like 20 people have access to. If you come over here, this place, the Trade and Development Division, every planet has one. This is the easiest one to get to, which is why I like Area 18, because everything is consolidated and straight to the point. This is where, if you do cargo running or any mining, this is where you would sell all of your stuff.
Word. Is it through this thing, or?
Yeah, let's... No, let's go inside. So this is Wall Street.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's the easiest way to put it. And then you see on the left and the right side how there's all the terminals.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can go up to one of the terminals, and it'll show you the different commodities that you can buy. So you can buy stuff to your ships and stuff. I wouldn't buy anything because cargo right now isn't in the best place. The only time you're going to be using this is if you do any mining.
Cool.
And we can touch on that later.
That looks like a cool view. Hold on.
Yeah, you can go peek out there.
Oh, that's badass.
Yep.
Oh my god.
You can also, too, if players are flying above the... Because there's a restricted zone where you can't fly. So you can't fly this low, but you can see other players, like, flying up near the top of the buildings, because you can land on all those buildings.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so now, what do you want to see next? Do you want to see the ship dealership and where you can buy stuff for ships? Or do you just want to continue on and go to the... Well, we're going to go to the hospital no matter what, because that's where you buy some other stuff. But do you want to do the hospital and then the ship dealerships, or do you want to do the hospital and then the spaceport?
Hospital and ship dealer for sure, because I want to know where I can buy an M50 ASAP.
So that's going to be on a different planet. We might be able to buy one here, though. And if we can buy... Regardless, I am going to send you the money to buy one.
Hell yeah.
So every...
You know how I was talking about the M50, bro.
Yep, I got
I
you.
think that's
so
at Lorville.
Oh,
I think it is, too, yeah. It's on display. It's the one the guards are always shooting.
Yeah, I think that's the only place you can buy it at.
So this is... every planet has a specific hospital to the planet. And then every space station has a space hospital clinic that is uniquely laid out. So this place has something called Empire Health. So if you die, you respawn here. But if you go to a space station or another planet, you can change your respawn point to there. And even some spaceships have like full medical bays that you can set your respawn point to. So this right here, if you're hurt, you can check yourself in and it'll tell you what floor and what room to go to. Over here, this is where you set your respawn point. So your respawn point, this is where you can set your respawn point. You see how it says regeneration? Because you don't, you die, but you regenerate from like DNA cloning that they do. So every place has this, but like I was saying, everywhere is laid out differently. So it'll take you a long time to learn everything and memorize where stuff is. So don't worry if you get lost. And then this is where you buy stuff to heal. So you're going to go into this menu, or this terminal here. And you can buy med pens here for every type of medicine, but all of that is useless. You're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and this is something that came out a couple patches ago. It's called the Paramed Medical Device.
Yeah.
You're going to buy that.
Just one?
Just one. And then you're going to buy 2 of the Paramed refills.
The green ones.
Yep. Right next to the gun. Looks like a vial of like a green goo.
Yep. I have 2.
Okay, so now you can exit out of that menu. And then you're going to double click on the Paramed medical device, and that's going to slap it on the other leg.
Should I unholster the pistol then?
Nope, because you'll see in a second. You can carry 3 things on your legs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now make sure that you bring those 2 green vials with you, because if you get injured or I get injured, you can heal me with that gun and you can heal yourself. That is gonna be you run through the stuff in that pretty quickly.
Gotcha. It's on my leg.
I also have a fuck ton of that stuff.
You're probably gonna not be too happy with what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna bring a pistol with me and I'm gonna shoot you. And I'm gonna use it to show you how to heal yourself.
Hell yeah.
So just as a heads up, that's gonna happen. Not now, it'll be in a little bit. Okay, so now, you got your medical gun, you got your ammo with you for the gun, you got all of your loadout. So this is a typical loadout. You can either buy all of this stuff in bulk, and then if you respawn, you can just slap it on, or you can purchase it every time you die. Expect to die a lot.
Yes.
Like, at least expect to die once every time you play. Be careful. If you run downstairs and the server desyncs, you can actually die from hitting your head and falling.
Yeah, it's a problem.
So we can either go to the right or to the left, and it'll get us where we're going. First, we're going to go to the left over here to Zone 2. And this city is super confusing, so don't worry. So Zone 2, like the way we went, if we go right, it would have put us upstairs to Astral Armada, which is the ship dealership.
Gotcha.
But what is it? You see that guard that's standing up there on that
Yeah.
vent?
Hey. He's
Also,
chilling.
yeah, straight chilling. So don't jump down here, because you actually can and you'll die. Like, you can jump off all these ledges and die.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, be
This is
careful.
called Dumper's Depot. This is where you can buy ship upgrades. Right
Oh,
now,
yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it, just because it's very in-depth, and there's like trade-offs. Like, there's no best shield. There's different classes of shields, weapons, etc. There's no best. One does something better than the other, and there's always a trade-off.
It's always open.
Yep.
Waffle
And now
House.
we're going this way. We're gonna go to the dealership next, and then after that, we're gonna go to the spaceport. So this is the dealership. I'm gonna let you walk in and kind of walk around and discover it for yourself. This dealership is kind of the pussy dealership. There's another dealership on another planet where it actually has stuff on display. That's where we're gonna go next, so you can get your M50. I will let you know, going this way does a giant loop around. So it takes a little bit longer, so if you ever come in here in the future, go to the left. Also, too, using the scroll wheel on your mouse will slow your character down and make your character walk, or, like, run really fast.
What's that one called again? I remember when that first came out.
I believe that's the Hawk.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't remember the name exactly.
No,
I
it's
hardly
the
use it.
Hawk.
Yeah, it has a bounty compartment in the back, which is pretty cool. That thing right there opens up. So these terminals right here allow you to buy. Yep, these terminals here allow you to buy spaceships. So there's 2 dealerships in the game. There's this one and one on the planet we're going to next, and each one sells unique inventory. I think both sell origin ships, but other than that, I think that's where the similarities stop. You might also be able to buy the tumbrel stuff here. Actually, nope, that's a lie. You can't.
I see it.
Are you? Oh, you see your ship?
The M50.
How much is it? 1.2 million, right?
Yeah.
All right. So also too, I'm gonna have you buy something else as well too. I'm gonna send you money for both. Go up to Consolidated Outlands.
Mustangs or the hover quad?
The hover quad. You see that thing?
Yeah.
Does
that
it look
thing
cool?
looks badass.
Okay, I'm gonna have you buy one. So I am going to send you.
When did that come out?
Last year, literally a year ago. It came out in December of last year.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna send you 1.4 million, just to round you up a little bit. Buy your
Oh my
M50 and
God.
buy a hover quad. We're still gonna go to the other dealership though, so you can see stuff.
I'm not gonna fly the M50 off rip though. There's no way.
It's a very fast ship and very nimble. So without flying another ship first, you would literally like lift off and smack it into the side of the hangar.
Yes.
Are you sure? Confirm purchase.
The other dealership too. I'll have you buy something when we get there. There's a like a concierge clerk that whenever you buy something, he says something funny, and it's the weirdest thing because his voice does not match what he looks like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, about Lorville.
Alright, I bought
Yeah.
both.
All right. So there's 2 planets that you can spawn stuff on, land vehicles. There's Microtech, which is a giant. So here's how the planets are broken down. Levski's gone now, which you kind of remembered.
Oh.
Levski, Grimhex.
Yeah.
There is Microtech, which is a giant snow planet. It's they were doing like some type of like research and like science stuff there, and they turned it into a frozen wasteland. There's ArcCorp, which is the planet we're on now, which is just a massive city full of corporations and stuff. There's Hurston, which is a weapons testing area. So basically, it's the North Korea of Star Citizen.
Hell yeah.
Then there is the Bacon planet known as Crusader, which is a giant gas cloud which has a floating city similar to Coruscant in Star Wars. That we're probably not going to visit until next patch. Just because, like I said, once you get to the planet, it takes an additional like 20 minutes to get to the city, and it's also the laggiest place in the game.
Oh, are they shortening the atmosphere distance to jump out?
Yeah, next patch they're shortening it. So what's going to happen is it's going to be the same as the rest of the planets. They're moving Orison up to 90k, or they're moving Orison up to 80k, and then instead of being 160k to get out, it's going to be 90k to get out.
Thank God.
And then when you jump in 5k away from the city instead of like 25k.
Oh, thank God, dude. That place is just god awful.
So what I was just saying, Harstad won't make sense until I show you how to fly.
Yeah. All right, I have collected 9 rocks worth of cheap stuff.
I'm not sure if you're with me or not. It's showing you just walking in place, Harstad.
Yeah, you as well.
Yeah, so
Oh,
yeah,
you
it's just
teleported somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. It's just the servers are laggy. So also too, like all of these different food stands that you see, I would say probably about 60% of them you can actually buy stuff at. So now, if we go this way, it brings us back to Area 1 or Section 1 or whatever you want to call it. Or we can go through this way and go back to the main area.
Let's go through the main area.
Oh, also too, there's Grimhex, which you kind of remember. That place got massively revamped.
Okay.
That's near Crusader.
it's currently broken right now.
It's always been broken.
the the hospital elevator is still fucked up. All right, upsy daisies.
So, other planets, when you spawn at your habitat to get to the spaceport, if you run directly from your habitat to the spaceport, take anywhere of 5+ minutes. Area 18, you can get to the spaceport, be in your ship, and be out of the planet within under like 5 minutes, which is
Oh.
okay. Another train will be there in like the next 30 seconds.
Oh, did you miss the train?
He literally walked up to the doors as they were closing. So it'll be a nifty experience for you to be on the train by yourself because it flies you through the whole city. But no, so the Area 18 is the easiest planet to get from your habitat to the spaceport and out of orbit. And then also too, there's enough stuff on the moons to make money, do missions of any type. It's very self-sustaining. But getting back to how I was breaking down the planets, Microtech and Hurston are the only planets that you're able to actually spawn ground vehicles on. All the other planets, so Crusader and Area 18, you have to fly to a moon, to a mining facility, to spawn and load up stuff on your ship.
I see what you mean by the 90 degrees.
Yeah, it only shows stuff in front of you. It makes it a lot easier. And then one thing that you can do too, and when you're pinging, if you I think do V, you can actually scan the rock, and it should tell you what type of rock it is. So you don't
Yeah.
even have to land. It'll literally, well, if you're mining all of the types of rocks, you always want to land. But
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
what I would do, if you see anything under 3 clusters of rocks, I wouldn't even bother.
Yeah,
would
I
only pull your...
watched a video on best way to start mining, which is obviously what I'm doing. And they mentioned that, and that's how I learned how to scan. This was the first time I ever scanned stuff in this game.
Oh, for mining?
Oh, just in general, I've never been able to use a scanner. I go scan a ship, and it's like, oh, well, we're not gonna work the way you want in scan mode.
Yeah, scan mode is very hit or miss. But when it works, it's really nice.
Yeah, with these rocks, I gotta get like the noise level fucking down to like nothing before it tells me what kind of rock it is. As in, you gotta get really, really, really close to it. And at that point, I can just see the color. If it's green, it's cheap. If it's pink, it's rare.
Yeah, so the scanning works a lot better with bigger mass rocks like Quantanium and stuff like that, or other ships, because you can do that from like 5 to 10k away.
What when I use a scroll wheel in the scan mode, why does the ring get smaller?
I think that is so like you can narrow it down. I've never personally done it before.
I've tried it. It doesn't really seem to do anything. Also, I'd like to scan with my mouse because I do a free camera in the cockpit. Since I have joysticks.
Christ.
But
like, why are you standing at parade rest? I'm not a sergeant yet.
So I you saw how I did that though, right? How like I was in an emote. If you hold down F, you'll bring up the interaction menu. Now right click and you'll bring up like a here stream really quick.
Oh, there's Moby Glass.
Yep. Can you stream your screen real quick?
Yep.
So now do that again. F and then right click. So you can pull everything up this way. So what you're going to do is you're going to click actions. Now you're going to click player. You're going to click emote in the bottom right. Now what you want to do is there's 5 pages of emotes. If you want parade rest, keep going over until you see at ease. So I think it's the 4th page. Maybe not. So salute is in the top right if you want that. At ease is far right. So right click on it. So sometimes the things will glitch out and you have to you have to move yourself and redo it. So hold F and right click again. Now hold F, right click, but don't click the emote. Now right click on the emote. Okay, so hold F, right click, and we're gonna do actions. Player, emote, and then you're gonna right click on at ease, and it should give you an option to favorite.
Nope.
It should just automatically go to that favorite part.
You know what? I was holding F the whole time.
Oh yeah, don't hold F the whole time. Oh, hold on. Is there... Okay, yeah, so there's no star there, so it'll go away eventually. Do the F thing again. And go back into... Here, hold up. Action, player, emote. Okay, yeah. So, once you do the initial menu, so hit F, right click, and then you can let go of F. Now you're going to click emote. And then right click on at ease instead of left click, and then you can do favorite, and then favorite it to any of those spots. So whatever you think is going to be easiest for you to click, and then you can go back to actions, player, emote, and you can find another one, and you can do the same thing, and you can favorite all of those different things, and they'll always be there. So rude is the one where I was flicking you off and it was doing that. It's on
Oh,
the
yeah.
4th page at the top. And then right click, favorite, and slap it anywhere. I
Slap
think
that
you just
bitch.
Oh, I did.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah. So you can put at ease back on whatever part you want.
Fuck. Oh,
Oh, those are too big of a rock for me.
So you saw how I sat and then it stood me back up and I walked forward and I sat again and now I'm good.
yeah.
So sometimes you'll have to do that with your emotes. The flex one I think you'll like. It's on the 3rd page at the top.
Hell yeah.
And then at ease was on the 1st page to the right and salute is on
Oh.
one of the last pages.
Why do I keep wanting to click that?
Do you want to see what the flex emote looks like?
Yes.
Because sometimes it's really hard to actually like watch yourself do emotes. Where is flex?
A lot of times the emails will just go through really, really quickly
Oh, hell yeah. Yep.
for you.
Hold up, let
I
me
already have that one. Hell yeah.
player emote flex. Yeah, it's
Oh,
bugging
yeah.
out for me right now.
It happens.
Player emotes.
The chicken one's pretty funny because you literally do a chicken dance.
No way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here, hold up. Let me do it for you real quick. I keep hitting personal inventory too hard.
Dude.
I do it all the time.
Okay, yeah, it glitched out here. Let me do it again. Actions, player, emote, chicken. I don't know if it's doing it or not. Yeah, there it is. You see it?
Oh my god.
The dance is kind of funny too. Hold up, let me do the dance because I should probably rebind the dance for. I like the clap, I like the wave, I like the rude. Addies and salute I do all the time. Sit. I think I'm gonna get rid of wave because I clap when people do dumb shit near me. Idiot. Come on, where is it?
Hell yeah. Bro, he fonking.
There's different dances too. There's different variations of every emote. So, you see how I'm doing a different dance now?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh, that is a big ass rock right there. Curious, what's in it?
This is the cool dance that they use in
Oh.
some of the CIG videos. It's, well, my guy stopped doing it, never mind. All right, so now you know how to have emotes and shit. My guy's starting to get thirsty and hungry, so I'm gonna buy some stuff at the vendors out here.
Oh, this rock has gold, titanium, and copper. They all sound
Future?
useless.
Yeah, they're not worth anything. In the future, you can pay crime stat 1 and 2 off here. At the moment though, they're kind of glitchy. So this is coming in the next patch. But this is where you pay like parking violations.
Alright.
This is called the ASOP terminal. The one on the far right, if you see a black screen, it's glitched. So you don't want to use that. There's 8 of them here at this spaceport. So this is where you call in your ships. But before we call in a ship, this is the only place that has a coffee vendor at the moment. So you can actually buy stuff from this person right here when the server is quote unquote healthy.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
That's actually really
So
cool.
I'm gonna buy a burrito and eat. if you're in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, you see how your hydration's at 74%.
Yeah.
If you buy a drink and eat, it'll put that up to 100. Well, it
Tilapia
depends.
Verde? Fuck ass no. I need carnita ritas. Yeah.
And you can also, while you're eating and drinking, you
that's
can
a
walk
lot
around.
of rock. That's a
But you
lot
have
of
to take your helmet off.
2, 4, 6, 8. I got 8 rocks. Let's find out what this is. Don't be the cheap stuff. Watch it. Isn't that how this works?
I dropped my burrito.
They give you all these big clusters, and they're like the cheapest fucking rock imaginable.
There's also protein bars and apples and watermelon over here.
Is this worth it? It's 8 rocks of the cheap stuff.
Grab.
I wouldn't even bother unless you want practice mining.
No, I just did 9 fucking rocks. I've got my rock is 33% full of that fucking cheap stuff.
I guess I'm eating the burrito now.
Are you gonna take your helmet off, or are you just gonna smash it into your glass?
I'm gonna smash it into my glass.
Isn't that the only way you can eat in this game? Break your space helmet. I will say the flying planet side is actually very nice.
Hmm.
Like you kind of want to fly at a slow speed, and it gives you a chance to enjoy the sights, as
All right,
well
Arstead.
as the graphics you switched. You were telling him to switch. I switched too, and this looks a lot better than it did.
Yeah, as long as you have very high set for your textures or whatever it is. Harstead, what size ship do you want to take out? We're gonna take one of my ships first, and then we're gonna have you take out one of your ships later.
Small one.
A small one, like a crowded small one, or one that is like a decent size?
Decent size. Something that can seat both of us comfortably. Something that is accommodating.
The Corsair.
That's what I was gonna pick no matter what. But if he wanted a big ship, I could take out the 890 or the Carrack. But this ship is
big.
no bullshit, straight to the point, and we can do a ground vehicle as well too. All right. So you see how it said Hangar 11 on mine when I walked away. So now we're gonna walk over to the elevators.
And we need to get to Hangar 11.
Yep. So I'm gonna let you do the honors of activating the elevator and getting us to Hangar 11. Like I said, you want to back away from the doors a little bit. Yep.
Are you all full now that I bought you some dry food so you can?
So the only place that has issues with elevators is on Microtech and around Microtech. Everywhere else you're fine standing near the doors. But just when you're near and around Microtech, the snow planet, keep that in mind.
Another sort of cheap rock.
Make every shot count.
Always.
All right, we're here. So the bigger the hangar number, it typically means the hangar is like a larger hangar.
Dude, this thing's huge.
Yeah, so this is like a hangar that spawns the biggest ships in the game. This is
So
They gave
kind
the
to accommodate
Corsair the
Yeah.
biggest fucking hangar.
so this is
you. Like,
that
someone's
ship.
leaking oil.
Let's put it this
Yeah.
way: that hangar that I know the hangar, and I pulled my hammerhead out. That hangar makes a hammerhead look small.
Yeah,
So what the fuck are they pulling out of that?
the 890.
Really? I guess the 890 is bigger than the hammerhead.
So this is that ship that I had just got that I was flying around. It'll you have a setting turned on that'll show you everywhere that you can click to open it up. So there is before we go in, you can actually refuel ships in this game. So this thing right here.
Oh shit.
Yup. So there's a ship specifically designed as a mobile gas station.
Oh, that's
That's
right.
badass.
So I'll let you hold up. Before we go into the ship, let me show you. You know what VTOL is, correct?
Yes.
So these engines actually physically move. They're full VTOL.
Good God, how
So-
many missiles do you need?
So this ship comes with 8 missiles. I upgraded it to 16.
I see that.
Oh, you got the
And
Sasuke
actually-
16s.
Yeah, I
Alright.
use the rattlers. So some of my missiles are actually missing, which is a bug. But this engine right here is one of the VTOL engines, and it physically moves. And these wings fold down.
Badass.
Yep. So I'll let you walk through. There is panels in here. I'll show you in a second that control lights and stuff as well too, which is pretty nifty.
Well, I got to see the front of it real quick.
Yep. No rush. I'm gonna shut the back in case someone else comes to this hangar and tries to get on board.
Yeah, make sure you lock all the doors from the front.
Turrets?
Because when you spawn it in, it doesn't spawn locked. I think.
Yeah, it's one of the few ships that spawns and locks. Yeah, so the turrets on the side come out a couple feet away from the ship, and you can move them in a 180-degree arc. The co-pilot seat is on the bottom, and the pilot seat is on the top.
Dude, this thing's sick.
Yep. You want to see something cool too? There's an
Is this a
elevator right
Drake
here.
ship?
Yep, this is Drake. It's the new one that just got released a few days ago.
My
This is, like,
personal
the
favorite.
fanciest Drake ship yet.
Wait till you see the inside.
I think
Do you know where
showed me
the
already.
port is for the fuel? To refuel it?
Whatchamacallit?
The
Where it is?
Yeah, isn't it in the front?
No, it's on the back underneath the ramp.
Oh, then what the hell's next to the cockpit? There's a fucking port that looks like.
It's one of the thrusters.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you talking at the very front or on the side of the front?
Like right next to the windshield. So when you look at it, oh, and that's the wrong button. When you look at it, it's pointing down. It's a red circle.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna stream. Can you watch my stream?
Yeah.
Arstead, that thing you're messing with in the back.
Mm-hmm.
There's a light switch near there that turns on the interior lights for the cargo area or the exterior lights for the cargo ramp. Are you talking about that?
Yeah, that.
That's a tractor beam.
Oh.
Yeah. You want to see the fuel port, or do you want to discover it for yourself?
Let me see if I can find it on mine. Well, since I'm fucking flying it in the air. Let's see. So it's on the back.
Do you know how there is the quick release lever in the ready room for the airlock?
Yeah.
It has a lever similar to that opens up the fuel port. So that's all I'm gonna tell you. So Harstead right here is the if she's going to the bathroom, I'll change her.
Oh, what a dad.
No, she's playing video games as well too on her laptop. So the top
talent
button
level.
closes and opens the ramp. The floodlights, there's two lights that illuminate the whole entire cargo ramp and the back of the ship. And then the bottom light turns on the lights in here. So if you hit the bottom option, here, what?
Oh, those are bright.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the fucking sun's bright. To be honest, doing this in third person is actually really difficult. Because I can only zoom in so far.
Oh.
The top thrusters.
So these giant things here on the side, this is where the engine's attached to. These
That's
giant
badass.
circles. Yep, I'm gonna shut the back ramp. Just because other people can come to this hangar and get on board this ship if it's open. So I'm gonna let you do a walkthrough by yourself. Just as a heads up, since the ship isn't powered on, each room's lights are manually gonna be off. So this, on either side, this right here, like the shield generator stuff, these, when you actually buy different ones and change them, they physically change. So this is upgraded. So Tide's and mine are different.
That's badass.
So his might have one that's white. Same thing with these components over here. These are all stuff that I added on that normally don't come on here.
Which one? The shield generator?
Everything on my ship is modified. So
Oh, so
I
is
have
mine.
JS400,
Yep.
FR86, avalanche coolers.
Yep.
So we probably have the same stuff modified.
Yeah,
then.
we got the same stuff. The best of the best.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not seeing this. Is it like directly on the bottom deck,
It's
or is it like
right
side?
below the ramp.
Right below.
If you stream, I can point you in the right direction so I don't spoil it for you. How about that?
Remember my stream is like all buggy.
Oh, yeah.
You can go to YouTube,
This must be
Here.
an airlock.
and I should.
I'm going to stream real quick. Yeah, that is an airlock, Harstead, if you want to open it up and check it out.
Whoa.
It's somewhere on the screen that I'm looking.
Is it that where the white panel is? That's the only thing I'm saying. 'Cause I don't see like a quick release. Although
do you want-
I can't zoom in very far. I can only go so far.
Yeah. Do you want me to just do it so you can see, or do you want
Yeah,
me
I kind of
to?
want to see it because I'm flying.
So you see this, right?
Yeah. Clear. Oh. Wow. Such a
Cutter
big
has one
ship.
as well, too.
Fucking tiny ass little fucking.
Yeah, because
Wow.
technically this thing right here that you see on the ground
Yeah.
is to refuel it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have the textures yet.
So how the fuck are you gonna get that into the Starfare?
The Starfarer has a boom arm,
Oh yeah.
and then each of its canisters have a small port similar to that.
Dude, this is insane.
I can't wait till they fix the fucking refueling system.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna change the So I don't know if you answered it. The thing on the wing, the large wing.
It's radar and or comms.
Okay, because the tractor beam's on the front.
Yep.
Okay. That's pretty cool, the detail they put in.
Yeah, this is literally the most detailed ship in the game.
Yep.
Like the most complete.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, hop in one of those bad boys.
Sorry.
Did she actually go to the bathroom?
Oh, it's
Okay,
such
when she's done, I'll change it.
it's such a quick animation too compared to other ships.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
which
is
is-
fucking badass.
It like launches
look-
your ass forward.
If you hold F, and look around the console, there's going to be a button that says power on. It'll turn on the turret, and then you can actually move around.
Yeah, stop fucking with my feet. I can live with the bugs it has because of
Yeah.
how detailed this thing is.
I mean, it almost has next to no bugs, if you think about it. It's just the elevator's weird, and I'm going to assume, because on the PTU, I never had that problem.
I'm assuming
So-
it's because it came out, the day it came out, we had a server-wide event.
Yeah, I
So-
think it's just because of IAE.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I told Dre. They're just like, well, it's got so many bugs on it. I was like, well, only bug I've run into is the elevator bug. Personally, that's all I've gotten out of it.
Mhm.
Besides, like, the usual glitches you get, like, I crashed, relaunched, and I fell through my ship. But that's not the ship's fault, that's the server's fault. You know? I'm enjoying this damn thing. Like, I cannot get
Dude,
enough.
come on. Infinity did another friendly fire thing again. I don't think you were in the chat earlier, but he was like, yo, I'll give someone 8 million if they want to go buy an M2 and 2 tanks, and then we just shoot each other. Oh, he was telling Holy Haxorus that.
God. Are we being summoned into fucking Officer's Lounge?
I think we are, yeah. Apollo was
Uh,
asking. But I might just let Apollo handle this one, because I don't know if you've noticed, but Apollo is kind of just absent from everything.
Yeah. Well, I think we need more than one input anyways to do something. But he might be gathering the info.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
think that's what he's
fucking
doing.
kidding me, man. That's his last fucking warning. That was it. Like since the B part incident, we told him we're not giving you anything else. We already let him be a fucking senior medic. He's not of age to be a
Gotta
senior
go.
medic,
Oh shit.
and
Well, that
you
was
can't be doing
unintentional.
this shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yourself.
let them gather information and do their stuff, and then I'll just put in my input.
Coming up.
Like, oh my god, man. How difficult it is just to be a nice person in the game. Like, okay, so when what was it, Thursday night
Oh, I
or
should
Friday
probably
night
take a seat. Okay.
when I did
No,
the,
you're good to stand Harstead.
When I-
If there's enough G-force, it'll just make you walk slow, and if there's too much G-force, it'll throw you down to the bottom of the ship, like to the ground. Just don't go into the elevator yet, and don't go into the airlock, and you're good.
I am sitting in the co-pilot seat. I don't want to be anywhere else right now.
Okay. If you hit
My flashlight on?
F4, you can go out to the exterior view and watch it from the outside.
I think my flashlight's on.
Sorry, Tide, what were you saying?
I think it was Friday night. You know how I had all those people in the same chat.
Yeah.
So, DJ Banana was wanting to blow up a ship with the Corsair. Right, which I'm okay with. So, who the fuck? Husky had come in a caterpillar, and he was like begging him to let him blow it up. And I told Husky, I was like, listen, I was like, it's up to you. You can say yes. I said, but I won't allow it unless you say yes. Because it wasn't really like a PvP because the ship was empty.
Yeah.
But holy shit, did DJ Banana just go on and on until he said yes. And I told him, I was like, listen, I was like, we're not doing it unless the owner of the ship agrees to it. Because if he agrees to letting us just destroy it, go for it. No
Like,
one
you
on
can
it, you're
claim,
good.
yeah, you can claim multiple ships, and it's not difficult to do that.
No, I have no issue. It's a matter of maybe he had something. I wanted to make sure there was nothing on board, or you know,
Yeah.
he
yeah.
didn't have. So he was coming over to see the Corsair or joining us. I didn't know what it was, so I was like, we're not doing it until he says go for it. It was a rental ship, anyways, from IAE.
Hmm.
So, but I'll tell you what, 3 Corsairs shredded through that thing in an instant. DJ was Banana was like, I'm gonna use the Banyu Defender, and he started shooting at it, and it's like 5 minutes, and he's not even through like one side of shields. So I was like, all right, let's get this over and done with, and we lined the 3 Corsairs up and just shredded it. Just pilot shooting, not even turrets.
Right, Harsted. You ready? We're gonna quantum jump in a second. We're going to a moon that's around.
I'm in third person right now. Oh shit.
Oh, it's so cool when you first. I wish I could go back and see everything for the first time again.
And if you hold down Z, you can move around the outside of the ship.
Oh, you shouldn't have to. In quantum, you shouldn't have to.
Oh, he's also not piloting the ship, so it's not going to try and turn it either.
Yeah. So he should
what
be
we're-
able to just turn the mouse in third person.
Yeah, what I'm going to do, just because there's a few things I have to do real quick, we're going to jump somewhere. I'm going to land there, and then if you want to explore around the mining site while I do some stuff.
Gotta get the vehicles on board.
I have to change diaper, and not my diaper, but I got to do a couple things real quick.
I'd hope it's not yours.
I'm not that old yet. So this ship is the only ship that has it. This actually has exterior landing lights, and because we're going to the dark side, I am gonna turn those on.
Okay.
So if you're in the exterior view and you go to the bottom of the ship, you can kind of see how there's like 6 lights on the bottom that are lit up.
Yes.
So the sun is rising on this side, so by the time I'm done changing my daughter's diaper and stuff, it should become daytime.
This thing sounds sick.
Yeah, you want to see what Afterburner looks like?
Yeah. Alright, yeah, that's badass.
Yep. So actually, I got to start slowing down because this thing's a fucking brick, and we're really close to the ground. Like,
Yeah, we're
maybe
pretty
crash
close.
into a mountain close.
It does
This
slow
ship-
down pretty fast.
Yeah. The ship does not fly good in any type of atmosphere unless you're, like, going slow.
Turn
So,
on default mode.
If you look ahead of us, in about 2 seconds, you should start to see landing lights.
Yeah, we're coming in pretty hot, Pat.
No. I'm a good pilot, don't worry.
I'm sure you are, but I would be going much slower than this. Yes, there's the landing lights.
Actually, hold up. I got fucking reshade. I'm gonna turn on my night vision mode.
You have a night vision mode?
Yeah.
What? What?
Oh, are you watching my stream?
Yeah, I didn't
Yep.
know that was a thing.
So yeah, it's with an external program. There's night vision mode. This is mining, Lyria mining mode is what it's called. It changes the contrast so you can see rocks against the white ground better. This is called IR mode. So basically infrared. and then this is normal, and then this is with reshade off. So you see how it makes everything just look like not as washed out.
Yeah. But
And then
why do you have a sock in your mouth? Fucking with my socks like that. That's cool.
yeah, it's pretty nifty. I like it so far, and it hasn't really impacted any performance on my desktop.
Oh, that's good.
But also, too, my desktop is like a beefy motherfucker.
I thought mine was until I played this game. And then I was sadly mistaken.
I specifically built my computer for this game.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with mine. I should be getting more frames than I do in certain places.
All right, give me a little bit of time and I'll be right back. Harstad, if you want to jump out and explore the mining facility, you're more than welcome to. If you just want to kind of hang out, be my guest. We're in an armistice zone, so the only thing that can kill us here is if another ship rams into me, and even then it's kind of hit or miss. So,
you can't die by combat.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, I'll be right back.
You will die if you don't have a helmet on, and if you fall from a great height.
I have a helmet on? I have a helmet.
Yeah, the best thing to do is best habit to get into, because I did this yesterday. I was mining, I got on a ship, took a drink of water, got back in the rover. One of the rovers doesn't have an enclosed capture, so like the cabin isn't pressurized with air. And I got in it and drove around, and I'm sitting there, I'm mining a rock, and all of a sudden I go black, and I was like, what the fuck happened? And then I died, and I didn't have a helmet on, and I was like, oh. So best thing to do is that before you leave a ship, hit I, and just double check you had a helmet on. There are other ways of identifying if you have a helmet on. They're just kind of hard to explain. So like if you have your food bar, like if it's showing your food and water, without a helmet on, they're like non-colored, they're white, and they're like really small on the side.
Oh, word.
Once you put a helmet on, they become like, it looks like a visor, vitals, and it's like colored and it's like a little bit bigger. So it's another tall tale side of that. But the leading cause of death in this game is probably helmet. Forgot.
Really?
Yeah, it's surprising.
Oh my god.
Lots of people, like I do it all the time when I'm at a station, and it always happens when you go get food and drinks. A lot of people just forget to put their helmet on.
How long do you last without a helmet?
Seconds.
Oh, god.
Like literal seconds, and your guy will suffocate. Come on, bud. You can't. You know you can't be up here. You're fucking around with too much stuff. Good cat.
Yeah, I got a cat back home.
Yeah. I got a kitten from the hurricane.
Oh.
Yeah, I found him wandering around the neighborhood. No idea where he's from. Took him to an animal shelter, checked for a chip, didn't have a chip. Nobody claimed him there. So we took him in.
You're a good man for that.
Yeah. Well, kind of wish I didn't, because he climbs behind my computer and does fucking alligator death roll inside the cables.
Hell yeah.
My wife's always wanted a cat, and I was like, well, I don't know about my dog. I have a dog. And how well she does with cats, so the only way I'm gonna do is if it's free, and free cat.
There you go.
Right there and then. I think it's about time I move to a different side of the moon. Not find anything good over here. fucking attacking my damn feet.
It's a yellow M50 just chilling on this table in here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Put on the fucking.
Oh, there's a protein bar just sitting in here.
There's crates and stuff you can get, you can look at, open up, and they've got all sorts of goodies at those stations. Clothes, food, water. They're a mining facility, so I'll go when I go to turn in my stuff. If I don't have any food or drink left, I'll raid their boxes. Ooh, I know there's only 3, but it's Hacknite. I think it's 275 per unit. Mhm.
Engines offline.
How did you get your damn toy up here? Fuck it. Have fun with it. Got a little, we got a little ramen pack, like cat toy.
Oh yeah.
He just fucking goes to town with it.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on. Extraction mode on. Fracturing mode on.
I'll be back on in a few more seconds.
No, you're
Alright.
good, man. These beds look comfortable. I want to sit in those beds.
These big ships, they have beds you can still log out in. And then, if you're lucky, and the server didn't crash, you can, when you log back in, you'll log back in on the ship.
I have a Avenger right now, and I got that for the sole purpose of, you know, half decent in combat, still has a bed type thing.
Yeah, the bed logging, they've gotten a lot of progress done on it, where if I believe your character on the server, you give off a heartbeat, and when you log out, I think it's like 5 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, and it'll give off its last heartbeat and then despawn you in total, like remove you from the server and hold you in like your ship. And then you go to spawn back in, go load back in, and it'll just plop you in a server, a random server. And usually you're back in your ship as long as the ship didn't get destroyed or the server didn't crash before your heartbeat saved. What I usually do is bed log when I can.
Is that just playing it safe?
Because other than that, you go to a station, and when you land in a hangar at the station or at a base port on a planet, it'll save your spawn point there. So you log out, log back in. You'll go to the HABs like you did at Area 18 when you started. And then that'll be your spawn point. Boom. That rock is
Extraction mode on.
Dunzo. Hey, Cat, can I have my hand back? Thanks. I need this to play the game. Alright. Go play with it over there.
Well, I think SBF and Infinity are going to get a very stern warning from what I'm hearing. If not a, at minimum, I think Infinity needs demotion.
Oh no, we're good.
I think he needs a huge demotion.
Honestly, I hope all this is like this is your final warning. Any other fuck up in the future and you're done, because he is going to my prison break-in event, and I have a feeling something bad is going to happen, and it would be so nice to be the one that bans him from the server.
Here's the thing with this is that not only is this this is a second offense on it, or could be third, I don't remember. He's a senior medic.
Yeah.
We made him a senior medic under certain terms because
oh man, I might have to move. I don't think I can get anything up on the ramp.
It was flat when I got off.
oh, fuck off, Cat.
Oh,
Because he's not of age to be a senior medic.
Under the new or the old terms?
Under the new terms. Well, even the old terms, I believe. We've always had an age restriction on senior medics.
Yeah. See, the thing is, the age restriction, we should not bypass at all, because all these young kids keep showing that they're not mature enough for this shit.
Oh yeah, and that's my case against SBF. Every time it comes up, like, well,
Because
what
SBF,
about SBF?
SBF is also now an offender in this case too. It was SBF and Infinity against Holy.
All right, well, there goes fucking that chance at all of anyone backing SBF. So like, anytime it came up since I've been here, like the last meeting we had, where it's like, well, what about SBF? Could we lenient the rules? And I always say no, because the fact that no matter how mature they act, something will go awry with them, and since they're so young, they don't know how to do it.
Yep.
And I don't believe we should do it at all. We have an age restriction on things. Leave it there. Even for people who aren't a part of the United States, I don't think we should have UK rules where, oh, well, they can drink at 18. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
They're going to abide by United States rules as age 21, which is what Drex's, I guess, friend was, or no. Somebody, you remember the guy that put a ticket in to get promoted? That we all talked about, how he had left.
Ellie?
Yeah. So he's
no. The one who left and came back and asked for his rank back. Are you talking about that one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I don't know who that was. Colbean or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
From the UK, I think.
Yeah, he's over in Iceland. With me, him, and Goliath were having a talk about the age restriction. And I said, well, the United States law is 21 is alcohol and tobacco. We are a United States server. We should abide by United States ruling on the age of restriction for adulthood, since we are in the United States and we function as U.S. citizens. Even if you're UK or overseas, yeah, I have no issue with it. Like, abide by it or see you later.
Yeah, I really hate to say it, but I definitely think senior medic needs to be 90 days and 21. And medic needs to be 30 days.
I think senior medic shouldn't have event privileges.
Yeah,
like to run
either
or anything. I don't think they should have any actual power. They can come to us with event ideas and have the plans and everything, and then we run the event. You know, I don't think we should give them any sort of power, because what does senior medic really do? We don't go to them for anything. We don't ask them to do stuff. They have permissions to move people and time people out and create events.
The only senior medics that I've seen do anything is Holy and Honeycut.
Yeah, like Honeycut for sure. I have no issue with giving him. He's proven number of times how reliable he is and responsible.
And Forward as well.
Yep, him too. And I don't really play with Holy. I think I've done twice. I don't really talk to him, so. But
he seems like he's young, but I think he's older. He's kind of on a weird teeter-totter thing for me.
Yeah, but here's the issue: when you start putting a lot of age restriction on, people aren't gonna want to progress because they're gonna hit the point and stop. And it's like a video game. You level up, and you hit a max level, and then you stop playing the game.
Yeah.
So we don't need like 70 fucking ranks. We need these people to understand that you got there good. You are someone we can trust to help run events. You're next in command if one of us steps away. You know, that's about all the senior mechs do, is in-game and voice chat stuff. I don't believe they should have Discord privileges at all.
Yeah.
In-game privileges I have no issue with.
I could understand maybe being able to move people into DJ's live streams.
Yeah. So far, I haven't seen anyone abuse the moving, besides, you know, Drex and you. Y'all fucking yanking me out of conversations just out of the blue.
I didn't yank you out. That was Drex.
That was Drex? Okay. I get fucking tired of that shit. I'll be sitting there like chilling, and then all of a sudden I'm in a completely different voice channel, and y'all are talking to me. I'm like, what the fuck?
I literally went to join you last night, and as I joined the room you were in, you got pulled up with
yeah,
Drex.
I was waiting for you, and I was just chilling, and I was just chilling. Next thing you know, I hear Drex talking. I'm like, oh cool, you know, he popped in here. He's like, oh yeah, I got these guys here, and I looked over it, and I was like, I'm not in the voice chat I thought I was.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not supposed to hide away, but I'm trying to focus on this and to get help, which is why I brought what's her name in here into the
Miss Hida.
Yeah, I brought her in. I talked to Drex about it before I did it. He said it was fine, just so there was no
You want to go get your hover quad from that place that I got this thing from?
Yeah.
Just so there was no like confusion when we're trying to explain stuff. I found some hadnite.
That's the money, baby.
It was only 3 rocks.
I would still stop for 3 rocks a hadnite.
Yeah. And I've been searching for like the last 10 minutes. The whole time you've been gone, I have been searching for a single fucking gem rock. But I finally found one. But I think after this I'm gonna move to the other side of the moon, to another OM positioning center.
Yeah.
Give it a shot at it. Because so far I've only found a couple decent sized things, like 3.
Do I claim vehicle insurance? Wait, what
Yeah, do that, and what'll happen is, because ground vehicles, you always have to claim them, because unless you're at Microtech, because like we had to go to somewhere else to pick up a vehicle. So do the claim on it, and then you can do an expedited claim and pay like 100 currency, and it'll be here immediately, and then claim it, and it'll spawn on one of the pads.
So,
And then I'll give you a quick rundown on how to fly it.
so I know we have the framework for our disciplinary actions. However, we verbally told Infinity not to do it again, or there will be severe consequences. Should be right outside the building you were just in. There's a big landing.
If you claimed it, you have to go back and actually spawn it now.
Yeah. So, but that was before we implemented the framework.
Yeah, I mean, now the thing is, he should be demoted, and then if anything happens again,
He's a senior medic. He should be demoted and not allowed back into be a senior medic for.
Yeah, I mean, we should really set an example once we can get a clear story a little later today.
Yeah. Now SBF, this is his first offense, so the framework works perfect for it. First offenders. So SPF is gonna get a little, pretty much a slap on the wrist, I
Oh,
believe,
God.
for the most part. But Infinity has been warned by me and Goliath to not, after the BPAR incident, to
Hit R.
not do it
R's dead.
again.
Yeah.
Hit R, and it will turn the ship on. R is for ready state. And now click space. Or
Oh, I
hold
died.
space.
Oh, Pat, I don't like this.
Here, go hold W and fly forward. Is it letting you move at all or no?
Oh. Oh, God.
I don't know why it's freaking out for you, to be honest.
I don't like it. I think it's gonna blow up.
It shouldn't blow up.
No, it's stuck in the ground. I've never seen this happen before, not gonna lie.
Be right back.
I think you lost a
Yeah,
part
yeah,
there, Pat.
yeah. Fuck that. That thing's about to die. I like how you ran over there. So we'll just ignore this because this place was also glitching out for me landing my ship too. So yeah, welcome to your first bug.
Excellent. I know there's more to come.
All right, so I already got the you were with me when I was loading this up. So that you can claim that anywhere and it'll be relatively cheap, so we can just leave it there and we'll claim it somewhere else in a little bit. I'm gonna have you do the elevator on my ship now. We'll enter it via that. Yeah, I definitely think we should add one more rank above senior medic, and it has the same privileges as senior medic, and senior medic is just like where everyone should aim to be that doesn't want leadership.
Well, I see it as for senior medic, what we should do is very, very, very minimum responsibilities in the Discord. We should use senior medics in the game. So like we have us, the medical officers and fleet captains, and obviously Drex or Goliath and everybody else up there, right? To help run the server, right? It's not hard. Obviously, we're doing. I would assume quite well. You're doing like 90% of the work. So I would assume that it's going quite well. And but use the senior medics for game events. Like, hey, you're running your prisoner break, right? You got to step away to help with the baby. You have a senior medic in there. Hey, hold the fort down. Don't do anything else. Just keep everyone calm. Collect.
Yeah.
And that's it. Nothing else. That's all we need them for.
Pat, I went too high.
And that, I believe that's all we need senior medics for. Is for, and they should know in-game stuff.
Coordination.
Yeah, nothing on the Discord. They can come to us with events. This whole letting them plan events is gonna backfire on us.
Also, too, I don't know if you saw the Ingy Red or whatever his name is. He was like curious about like setting up an event, and I saw he was about to buy an event, so I changed the price on it to oh, the elevator's glitching out. I changed the price from 10,000 to 1 million.
What do you mean buy?
For you know how you can get the Pico points and buy stuff.
Yeah,
I did not trust that guy making an event because he was the one complaining about the ranks.
Oh, so he was the one in there yesterday complaining about it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking with Goliath about that. That guy felt sketchy as hell.
My game just crashed again. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, it crashed right when his ship blew up. Harstad, do not get off of my ship.
Okay.
Yeah, don't leave.
If you leave my ship, it will despawn.
Yeah, like I was having like in the thing, I was talking to Goliath about it. I was like, man, this is, I feel he feels shady. Like, he came out of nowhere, came from another organization, left it all behind, talked about how he did promoting for it, and comes in here and we're like, are you trying to promote that organ here? No.
Hold up, who was trying to promote an org? Sorry, I zoned out.
I don't know. I don't remember his name. I was talking with Goliath the other day with it.
Was it an actual person in voice chat?
It was in our server. He had come to RS1 from another server that another organization that died out. But he says they died out. He said he was the promoter for them. He would go on websites and stuff and promote their Discord and their group. And so we were like, are you trying to promote that in here? He's like, no, that group's done. They're died. And that's when I messaged Goliath and I was like, hey, this is shady as shit. He is probably going to try something.
Oh, they gave Infinity a level 2 moderate offense.
Yeah, the pot. We still have to come up with the outcome for it, but possible outcome. I think that's the minimum sentencing we have. What's is the 1040 ticket? 10 forward, is that the suggestion ticket?
Yeah, I would just ignore that for now.
I was making sure he wasn't part of this too.
No,
or
no,
like
no.
like a person in. I need to hash it out until they call us in.
Yeah, I'm gonna read up on that in a minute, but I want to get back in the game so I can get Harstad flying.
Yeah.
I don't know why my game's fucking crashing. It's probably because all the shit I have open in Chrome, not gonna lie.
Probably.
It shouldn't be because I have a fuck ton of RAM.
Even still, it could just be when the game's dumping its cache, your RAM is being eaten up by Chrome, and it's like, hey,
actually,
fuck you, Crash. Fuck you.
I think cache. I just updated my graphics drivers and I didn't redo a few things. Give me a sec. Harstad, you still there? Harstad.
I just got an AFK for him. I do have to. I'm gonna have to get up for a minute and go wake up my wife. Oh, dude, I gotta tell you something that happened to me this morning when I was sleeping. I woke up screaming in pain because my fucking calf was locked in a fucking flex position. And it felt like somebody had cut my muscle off. Like I cut the fucking tendon.
The muscle in your sleep or something.
I must have, because it was stuck for about 15 minutes. It was the most fucking pain I have ever felt.
Overextended.
It was like, yeah. And my knee was locked in a bent position, and my calf was locked in a flex position. And in my dream, I was screaming about it, and then I snapped to, and I'm sitting here screaming and fucking yelling, waking my wife up, like fucking 6 o'clock this morning, just wailing around and shit. And it hurt. It's hurt all day today.
You probably overextended it and slightly tore it.
Oh.
Like a small tear. I've done that like once a month. It happens to me because I'll stretch out in my sleep and overstretch.
Oh fucking Christ, dude! I was ready to cut off my fucking leg.
I have a high pain tolerance, and like this is probably going to sound really weird, but sometimes I enjoy how that feeling is, and if I overextend my leg enough, I'm able to or overstretch it, whatever you want to say, I'm able to get it similar feeling, but like right before it happens. So sometimes I'll do that to I don't know, not feel that pain, but like,
yeah, I don't
I'm trying to figure out how to explain it.
I'm dealing with my back pain still a little bit, and then that happened. Like it should be feeling pretty good now.
Everything all stacked on top of each other, just too much.
Fucking Christ. And then I don't even get too personal, but it's been on my mind since I found out. I did the math on how much I make after taxes, and I'm gonna share it with you guys because I trust you guys. Before taxes, I make $45,000 roughly. How much do you think I make after taxes?
33 to 38.
Okay, was I the only one that didn't know that?
Know what? That you get shafted?
That I only make $38,000 a year. after
I get
taxes.
shafted as well too. Don't worry.
Like I understand it's taxes and I understand all that stuff. You know, that's not what upsets me. It's my company that I work for who knows it, knows I'm 23, knows I have a wife. I'm the only one in the field that's married, that owns their own house and their brand new car, and has another
The only
person.
successful person.
Yeah, the only one that has another human being to feed, that I have to feed, obviously, to keep her fucking alive. And I make bottom of the barrel money for them, and I bust my ass over fucking 40 hours a week. When I did the math in the car, I felt so fucking depressed. I don't mean to trauma dump. Like I'm over the depression part. I understand this kind of sounds weird, but it just smacked me like a freight train. Because I did the math before I bought this ship, and I was like, oh, I have plenty of money. I blew through the $200 I put on my credit card in groceries. And groceries for like maybe a week and a half worth of food.
My
And I
mic's not
put gas
picking
in-
me up, but I'm acknowledging what you're saying. It just
No, I
doesn't
got
pick
it.
up when I do like small mm-hms.
Yeah. And I put gas in the car, like $30, and then I spent the rest on fucking food. I was like, what the fuck, dude? So currently, I'm saying, because this company that I already know is not going to give me a lot of money. It's not gonna increase my pay to make it, significantly better, where I'm not making, doing paycheck to paycheck. So I'm just gonna go find a job that pays well, that I can do, and work on my school or my certificates for cybersecurity. But
I don't blame you there.
yeah, I'm gonna end up saying fuck it, because even if I talk to the owner and say, listen, man, I'm hurting on money, he's going, oh well, June you get a 5% raise.
That doesn't even cover inflation.
No, it won't. I already got a 5% raise this year.
Like, you would get more money leaving to go to a different company.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I used to do. I would bounce around.
If I got a job doing exactly what I'm doing now, like if I found a job identical to it, I would technically get a 20% raise by leaving this company and working for the other one. It's actually a proven fact that companies will do that.
Yeah, that's what I do whenever wherever I work doesn't want to give a raise. Like during the pandemic, because my job was directly working in people's homes, I was a home theater installation person for Geek Squad.
Yeah.
We couldn't do that during the pandemic, so we got something called furloughed. So I literally just had no job. Like I was guaranteed a job once my job came back and was able to be done, but I had to go on unemployment. But I like to be a busybody, and I like to know where my next like check is coming from, so I didn't want to rely on the government. So after like a month or two of just like playing Rust every single day all day, I got a job at a dealership as the service manager. And then shortly after that, like my boss hit me back up and was like, yo, like we need you back. So I was like trying to do negotiations and stuff. Ended up getting more money to go back, and then that whole entire situation became a massive headache. And then what did I do after that? After that whole situation, my back started bothering me more, so I went to a chiropractor and I got a note saying I couldn't lift above a certain amount of weight.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to make me do shit that I wasn't getting paid to do. So I said, either like pay me to do this like you said you were going to when I came back, or like I'm not going to do it. So I got a note, and then that note literally had me able to do my job and my job only. And what they were like is like, oh yeah, well, if because you're not physically capable of doing your job, we now have to demote you into like delivering packages. Like small stuff. Like if you bought a cable from Best Buy, I'd show up to your house and deliver it if you picked the same day delivery option.
Yeah.
So that was actually really chill. I did that for a little bit, but it was a pay cut. So what I ended up doing, that's when I went to Tesla, is I got a job at Tesla and I said, yo, either put me back in my spot for like the pay or I'm leaving. And my boss at the time was really shitty. So I was like, well, here's my resignation. I leave effective like a week and a half from now.
Yeah. I'm not even, I don't fight jobs for more money. It's too much of a headache to try to do. I go, and if a job is willing to pay me more than what I'm doing now, Whether it's
Just piece it up.
changing job fields and doing a completely different job, or the same thing, I'm just gonna leave. That's how I've always been. I'm just fuck it. It's not worth
Yeah.
my time to fight on, obviously, because if it was worth my time, they would be paying for my time.
Exactly. Yep.
So I'm gonna give him a 2-week notice when I find a job, and it's not gonna be in the same. Probably not gonna be in the same job field. What the fuck just popped in?
Stan, are you still here?
I'm still sitting at the table in the middle of the Corsair.
Okay, cool. I rejoined the server, but it put me back to Area 18, so I'm on the way to the spaceport, and I'm gonna take a small ship and just fly out to you.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. The second that hover quad exploded, I heard the explosion, and my game immediately crashed. So I
Oh,
don't
it
know, man.
hasn't blown up yet.
Oh no, something
Yeah,
blew up and my game
it's
crashed.
still running over there. It's making all sorts of noises.
I'm wondering because I installed Reshade, and that's the only thing that's changed, and this is the most I've crashed. So I'm wondering if Reshade has something to do with it.
Probably it could.
Actually, no, you know what happened? I got force logged out of every website on Chrome, so I'm wondering if because I had the website builder stuff up, if
I think you had a cache crash.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because Chrome uses a fuck ton of cache to
Yep.
run, and if those tabs close, you know your RAM did a quick dump.
That's exactly what I'm thinking happened because I don't have a page file set up because I have 32 gigs of RAM.
That's what I'm thinking about. Why I crashed my alt tab out is that the game is clearing the cache as I alt tab out. My RAM is trying to do the same thing at the same time, because every time you alt tab to load something else up, you kind of do a quick little dump of cache, give it a fresh start.
Yeah.
But it's like it does simultaneously, and it's like fuck you, and it just forces the game down.
Yep.
And
I think that's exactly what's going on.
I can't find out why. I have 32 gigs of RAM. And I'll be completely honest, when I looked at the, you know, you go into the task manager and you're like, oh, I can see the utilization of my RAM, and it's like, oh,
Yep.
this amount of percentage is going to hardware.
Yeah.
I have 0 going to hardware.
Oh, like hardware reserved.
Yeah, I cannot find out why. I know Windows forces a RAM card to reserve it automatically.
So what that's for is like integrated graphics. So if you were using the integrated graphics on your CPU, then it would have that. But
okay,
do you have Intel or AMD?
AMD.
Yeah, so AMD doesn't have integrated graphics.
Yeah.
So that's why it's reserved 0.
Okay, I was making, because I know every other computer I've ever seen has had it saved, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with my shit?
Yeah, like my i9. Actually, I'll check it really quick because I have the Intel Xeon graphics on board. I have 99.4 megabytes hardware reserved, and that's for the graphics cache. If I was to like plug into the motherboard.
And that's why I like AMD. They don't have the integrated graphics for regular CPU. Obviously, the laptops, some of their laptops have it.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Ryzen 9 3900X, and my game runs right now. I'm on a fucking I only get 44 frames.
It could also be partially dependent on the GPU combination that you have with it as well.
Yeah.
Did you have a 2060?
Yeah, I got the RTX 2060.
Yeah, it could be just because, like, even though that card was good when it came out, it's like what, 2-3 generations old now. It could be the new bottleneck.
Yeah, I don't. But here's the thing: I bought all these parts. It cost me about $2,000. I was under the Pro when I built all this. They were brand new high end parts, right? All of them had just come out.
Mm-hmm.
I went to go play Ghost Recon, and we just had a 30K.
If you want to come over to my server,
I thought I was in your server. I was in your server. I joined. I'm pissed now because I just found a fuck ton of. Oh my god! Now I understand the risk of mining.
Yeah, if you were on our server, I don't know, because
it might have been a localized 30K. Just my computer decided to say, "Yeah, fuck you. You're talking shit about me. Fuck you." But I was under the impression I could play that game. You know how graphically intense that game is? The I think it's the wilderness one, Wildlands,
Oh yeah.
where you're like
Yep.
trapped on an island. It's a pretty graphically intense game, right?
I don't know. I've heard of it, but I've never personally
it's
tinkered with it.
it is quite a beautiful game. It's got a lot of good graphics in it. It was when I bought the card, it was one of the brand new games, so I bought it and whatnot. I could only play it on like fucking half high, and some of it on medium. So like I always let GeForce
experience.
yeah, I let it pick the settings for a game. If it can, I'll go in there when I have a new game like graphically intense. I'll let it optimize it based on the computer system. I gotta play the fucking game and it's dog shit. I get like shit frames, and I can't find out why. Because obviously I have all the stuff required to play games like, honestly, Star Citizen. I would expect at least 70 frames if I'm in the middle of fucking space. I get 40.
So even with my 3080 and my i9 in the middle of space right now, I'm getting 60 FPS.
Which I can understand if like there's like a cap on it, which usually there is. But like, I have no idea why. Like it's not just Star Citizen, it's a fuck ton of games.
Go into Task Manager if you have a second and see
Nope, and
how much of your graphics card memory is being taken up.
Yeah, as soon as I
ship storage, I don't think I want that.
What's going on?
I think it's auto
Some
storing.
robot voice is telling me
Yeah,
that ship storage is about to happen.
It's
go into the pilot seat.
Okay.
And then you're gonna hit the I key while you're sitting in the pilot seat.
The I key?
I. My game just crashed in the menu because I alt tabbed.
Engines are on.
Okay, now hold down the space bar and it'll shoot you straight up.
Okay. How high do I want to go?
Just keep going for a little bit.
Count to 15 and you should be fine.
This is the funniest first flying experience.
Get in and fly, bitch. Yeah, I just crashed on the menu because I alt tabbed. I don't know why. When I first got the game, I had no issues with it. I could go full screen, alt tab out. I could do all sorts of shit. It never crashed.
Close out of Star Citizen in the launcher. I'm gonna have you do something.
Oh. Okay, let me pump F4 the game loading.
Dude, the cutter is such a nice starter ship.
Like go and like force it the launcher to close.
Yeah, just close everything except Discord talking to us. You can have other apps open if you got stuff going on, but it's recommended to have nothing open. I'm gonna have you run a command in Task Manager.
Yeah, hold on, let me just go through some of these. Some of my Firefoxes are the exams I'm gonna take. Just gotta make sure. I have a couple fucking windows open of it.
Okay, Herstead, you can stop holding down space.
Okay.
So now space makes you go up, control makes you go down.
Gotta add these to favorites. So.
Alright, I see my my altitude, I see my velocity and shit.
Yep. Do you see me in front of you?
Yes. Oh
whoa,
god,
whoa,
I didn't
whoa.
mean to do that.
So L turns on your headlights. So now what I need you to do is you're gonna hold D and it's gonna side strafe you.
Say when.
Okay, you're good, you're good. Oh, you overshot a little bit, but it's okay.
Okay, that was fucking weird.
If you move your mouse around, it will eventually, you can aim at me. Fly towards me, but what you're going to do is you're going to use your scroll wheel and it's going to move on where it says velocity.